Welcome to OneWorld Progressive Institute's brief profile of Clifford Beers Clinic. First, we want to tell you a brief history of this remarkable facility located in New Haven. In 1908, and following his commitment to a Connecticut mental health asylum, New Haven resident and Yale University graduate Clifford Whittingham Beers published his autobiography, A Mind That Found Itself. The book, which chronicled Beers' mistreatment as well as the mistreatment of his fellow committed inmates, was an instant success and served as the launching point for a national discussion on the treatment of those suffering from mental illness. Beers' authorship, as well as his advocacy for proper treatment of the mentally ill, resulted in what is today called outpatient therapy. This type of treatment began by setting aside 2 rooms every Thursday afternoon in the New Haven Dispensary for mental hygiene treatment. Those rooms evolved into a large 3-story building located today at 93 Edward Street in New Haven. There are also 5 other satellite locations and 4 school-based clinics, all within Greater New Haven, that serve the needs of those with mental health, today called behavioral health challenges. You are going to see 3 short videos of people who are today getting help from Clifford Beers Clinic. You will see a group of adolescents who talk about their issues and concerns and work together to resolve some of the things that cause them to be stressed. You will also meet Mrs. McKinney. She's a military wife and mother, and she will enlighten us about some of the issues that affect military families, issues that we do not normally think about unless we are involved in the military ourselves. And then we will see a group of mothers, women who go to Clifford Beers to get emotional support, guidance, and to find resources and strength from each other to do those things that help them to resolve crises, issues in their families, and to move forward in their lives, and to help to create a healthy and stronger community in Greater New Haven. Of course, they don't have to be just from New Haven, because Clifford Beers Clinic serves a wide area of people, or serve people from a wide area. We invite you to watch those videos and to learn more about Clifford Beers Clinic by visiting the website that is showing on your screen. We also strongly encourage you to visit that website and learn more about the history of Clifford Beers Clinic and how far we have come today in terms of recognizing behavioral health issues, both in children and in adults. We at OneWorld are committed to bringing the community good information about health literacy, education, and issues that serve the public good. Visit our website to learn more. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube channel.
My name is Laki Vazakis, and I'm a visiting artist at the Clifford Beers Clinic. On Tuesdays, I help to facilitate a video group for the IOP, Intensive Outpatient Program, where teenagers come together and improvise a video in the span of about an hour.
I'm Ricky.
I'm Bubbles.
I'm Buttercup.
And I'm Blossom.
The group brainstorms ideas and then collaborates on the video.
Action.
We did it, guys. We have made some Oreos.
Yay! Oreo.
Now we want
We ask that everybody participate, either by contributing ideas or acting or directing.
Yes, finally. The cookies that I wanted. My pop.
Staff members often participate in the video making process. Teens learn basic camera and storytelling skills.
Ow, my head hurts.
that hurts too.
Right?
Where the cookie? Wait,
Wait,
Oreos.
what's happening?
Why'd you take
I
them?
didn't take them.
You ate Oreos?
I didn't eat all the Oreos.
My cookies. What? Those Powerpuff Girls. Curses. My cookies are gone. I must get my cookies back. I hate them!
I should get the last 2 cookies because I took the risk of getting them.
What are you talking about? It was all my plan to
But
get
y'all
the cookies
was
back.
so greedy. Maybe I wanted the last 2.
Participating in the group is a first step for teens toward advocating for themselves.
Exactly.
At the end, we review the footage, and the group makes suggestions on editing.
I mean, the video group, we just brainstorm ideas to make videos or movies. And then we just come together and then we play out the movie as we go along. Yeah. I mean, I like it because I want to be an actor. So.
In your opinion, why do we do video group and how do you, what do you get out of it?
Well, personally, I think that we do video groups so we could, have a way to express ourselves. If we're going through something, we get to come here and then, kind of just, act it out and stuff like that. And what I get out of it is, again, expressing myself and then, just having fun and with hanging out with everyone and doing stuff.
Do you feel it helps?
Yeah, it does. I go home and then I tell my parents about it. And we, laugh about how, the scenes went and stuff like that. So, yeah.
It is so good to see all of you. It has been, I think, about at least 2 months.
Seems like
About 2 months, and our kids are getting ready to go back to school. Some of us have been into, I see smiling faces.
Mine's already started. I started Monday.
Already started. Some of them already started. But I know that this has been a transitional time for you all. The last time we got together, I had some people that were looking to move. I had some people that had entered employment. They were utilizing our problem-solving technique method to work within their coworkers and get things resolved, which was really great. I had some folks that were looking to address some mental health needs and got that kind of stuff out of the way. I had some folks that were working and looking forward to permanent work. They were doing temporary work status, and folks that were looking to get some more kids in the house, and they kept fighting for it. Now they got them, and people just been doing all sorts of things, and some of us are still waiting for some things to come. So the other thing that we talked about within the group was some of the challenges that we faced based on childhood experiences that we have encountered that impact the way that we think today as a parent, as an employee, as a friend, as a family member. And so we were able to identify that. You guys so graciously did it. And I thank you for that, because I think that some of the stuff that came out, you weren't even aware of. And it was just through listening to everybody else talk about things where you were able to identify within yourself why you were having some challenges within yourself, with your children, with your partners. Talk about what you considered your problem being and where we are today.
When I came to Clifford, I was referred here to come. It was for my daughter Naomi. She was having some issues that I thought needed to be addressed ASAP. So I knew I needed help, but I set myself aside because I can help her faster than I can help me. So I brought her to Clifford Beers. And I was going here maybe 3 months, about 3 months. And I sat in my daughter's session one day, and my kids said to her, my daughter's therapist said, "Mommy's crying a lot. We're not talking today. She needs to talk to you." And I was like, oh my God, it was put up on the spot. And I was like, I'm fine. I just have a lot of things that the kids can't understand. She was like, okay. So now Naomi starts talking. And I couldn't control myself. So she asked the kids to step out the room, and she asked me what was the matter, and I said, no, I'm fine. She says, well, there's a group down, that comes and meets. I think you should speak with someone. Where I came from was domestic violence in Puerto Rico. When I walked in the room and there was someone talking about something that she was going through, I felt like I could relate. Then someone else added, and I knew exactly what she was going through, but it wasn't domestic violence. This was regular women. And then she was talking, and I thought, I know what that's like. And I've been coming as long as I can come. I'm coming.
Listening to the stories and everything, I was like, wow. That's me. That's me. And not only that, I felt I was a support person, but I felt more supported. I was really supported. And then thanks so much to you, I was able, I realized a lot of things that I had just buried in deep. And things started to come out, and I started to write more, and things started to come out.
I thought, my problems would be over. It just created another set of problems. But there are problems where I can actually see an end to them. I have some form of control. And also I did my med cert, because that was one of the conditions for the job. And I took it on Tuesday.
You took it on Wednesday?
I took the exam on Wednesday. And it was really hard for the last week because I was working 6 till 2, and then the med cert class was 3 till 10. And so I had no time to study. I was tired. And then I had the exam on Wednesday. The only time I could study was 12:30 the night before. And I had to be at work at 6.
One more thing. Really, if it hadn't been for coming to group in the past 2 years, I don't think that I would be able to work the type of job that I have now. And I know that would have been the case because it was just so much stress that I would run away from it more than come into it. So I would not have the job that I have if I had not been here for the past 2 years.
Military families are usually under a lot of stress. One parent's left behind, children left behind, so they seek out help for dealing with that. They're dealing with the fact that a loved one is in a harm's way daily. There are stressors with finance, household situations where they need help around the house that they can't do on their own. There's short-term issues while the family is alone without the deployed spouse, and then there's long-term issues. Once the spouse comes home, you have to deal with a reintegration process. So there's a lot of issues why a family would seek assistance. Frequent moving, deployments to combat zones, they can last up to a year. You also have CONUS deployments, which are those that are in the continental United States, and those can be a few months to a year, and the families don't always go with that soldier. You have fear of death on a daily basis. You have fear of infidelity. That leads to a lot of marital issues. Fear of or lack of communication. You have not only lack of communication, but you have lack of information due to security issues. So it's a hard situation to be in. With adolescents, they understand world events. They understand that the parent is missing for birthdays, holidays, all different occasions, school functions, sports events, and my husband almost missed my daughter's high school graduation up until only a few hours beforehand. And he surprised her in uniform literally an hour before graduation. So as an adolescent, they understand more. And I think a young child, it might be more confusing, but as an adolescent, they understand, and it's very painful. All I can say is that my situation, having adolescents in the house, we grew up quickly. My son, at age 9, all of a sudden became a man and didn't let me do anything. It was I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, whether it was snow, ice. mowing the lawn, lifting things, fixing things. And he took on that role at a real early age, and it stuck with him. And he's 16 and a half now. He's been through 2 deployments. My husband and I don't live together. We live in 2 different states. And my son has kept that role. And he's still like that. He is very protective of me and his sister, who's older than him. My daughter is now 20, and she as well, her role became more as my friend rather than my daughter. And it just seemed the household grew up overnight.